Welcome, guys, back to the channel, and today we will be discussing the recap of Martha's Vineyard Summer House. It was episode 1 and episode 2,
Yeah.
and I am so happy this show is back because now we finally have an all-black ensemble cast. Because I don't watch the original Summer
hmm
House, but for this, I'm the season so far. I'm liking how it's starting out.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the first episode? We saw that they were literally, coming back to the vineyard, and Silas thankfully is not
Is
here.
not here because I
Yeah,
really didn't like him last season. But I'm excited for it to be back. I feel like we are gonna enjoy this. I feel like we're gonna have a great review. I mean,
right.
so far, episode 1 and 2, I'll give it like a 8, 8.5. I love it. It's eye drama, eye tension, eye entertainment. I'm here for it.
Yeah, and I think this is a
Yeah.
first. I'm going to agree with you. I will also give the both episodes a 8.5, pretty much,
hmm
because I like the fact that they know each other. It's not like a group of persons that they put together that
Yeah.
don't really know each other and they're
Yeah.
pretending that they're friends.
They're actually
So,
friends. They hang out
yeah.
outside the shooting the show. So yeah,
Yeah. So,
I'm here for it.
we saw where we obviously were picked up, or we got an idea that pretty much Jasmine really is feeling outside of the group because
Yeah, like an outcast.
yeah, because she said that she wasn't invited to that Jamaica trip that I think Preston, Jordan, and I think Bree, I think also,
And
and probably
Summer
Summer, yeah, was on that trip,
as
and
well.
Jasmine was
Yeah,
not
Summer was well.
invited. And we also saw where other persons are holding events, and they themselves said that they weren't invited. So I don't feel bad for Jasmine because how she was portraying last season. I don't see why she thought that they would have invited
Yeah.
her. Like, you and your husband acted
It's
a
kind of
fool.
sad though, because I mean they could have yeah. I mean it's kind of sad because they're literally friends outside the show. So they could have that had that communication, but like I understand why it happened because of how she was last season.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know her, but like I could have tell that her acting was just weird. It was just off. It was
Yeah.
like not really her because she wanted to turn up, but she wasn't turning up because of her husband, because of Silas. So,
Yeah.
she's like pretending to be something that she's not, which her friends were seeing for the first time. So I kind of understand why it happened.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But we saw where I think they were on the boats where Jordan and Jasmine were on the boat. They were discussing the rift within their friendship,
Mm-hmm.
and Jasmine felt like she was doing all of the talking, but I think what Jordan wanted to hear from her was pretty much
Taking
say
accountability.
right, because she wasn't. She was just making it sound
Yeah.
as if like she's just going around the fence. She's not
Yeah.
necessarily facing what she wants to say. So I see why Jordan was not necessarily saying much in the scene.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they had a conversation, though. It's only time will tell to see how does Jasmine move going forward, because now she has
Mm-hmm.
Silas not in the house. So is
Right.
she now going to be her authentic self, or she's still going to pretend as if like she is one of those persons from the sitcom where she's one of those housewives where she can't act out, she can't do shit.
You can't. Right. That's crazy though.
Then
Um.
go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Who next?
We
Whoa.
then saw where we know that Amir, he says he has a girlfriend now. I don't know what the fuck she does, don't
Mm-hmm.
care. But he's basically screaming from the rooftops that he has a girlfriend now. Let's see how long this lasts. I think they're still together, but the way how he's behaving, let's see how long that lasts. We then found
Yeah.
out that Alex and Summer hooked up over the off season, and they were hanging
Mm-hmm.
out. And
Hanging out.
I don't know
Wow.
what you get from Alex. Like, his personality rubs me wrong. Like, I don't like his personality.
His personality really does. But he's giving like young. It's giving. I know I'm young. I look good. I'm hot, and he's in his fuckboy era. That was
Yeah,
what Summer was saying. So I mean, that's the attitude
yeah.
that they normally gives off. Yeah. Side note from that though, I don't know if you noticed with Amir and his girlfriend, it's kind of giving trust issues to me.
Yes, because in the second episode we saw where he was asking her something about what should he eat, and then she was like, "That just
Mm-hmm.
dropped in nowhere. What is he doing?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Girl,
And
he's
aside from that,
filming a
whenever,
TV show.
yeah,
So if he's doing anything, I'm pretty sure you're going to see it on camera. So you
right.
being so insecure and it's going to be on camera. I can imagine how you are when there's no cameras rolling, how insecure you are."
And aside from that, in his confession, everything, every minute he says, like, if he get caught doing this or that,
She will
she's gonna
chop
have
his,
his
yeah.
neck or chop his penis off. And it was like, this is kind of weird. It's given last year, Jasmine. He's really
Yeah.
not being himself because he's in a relationship with this
Relationship.
girl, and that's
That's why I
just
say I don't
weird.
know how long this is going to last because the minute that you go into a relationship and you start to change your true self, don't get me wrong, you make
Hmm.
compromises, yes, in a relationship, but the minute
Sure,
that you
but
start to change your true, authentic self, it was not going to work out. And I can tell that based on how he's operating, it may be the same thing happening where how long is this
yeah,
going to last? How long would you have to be
yeah.
basically
How long before
suppressing
you
your
revert
true
back to your
personality?
like, yeah, right.
We saw where we got an update from, I think this was in the second episode, we got Briere saying that she and Simon are in a better place. Good for you. I think
It is crazy that they're
Simon
still
will,
together though.
yeah. We get that Simon will be at the house more like the ending parts of the season because
Mm-hmm.
they're only there for 2 weeks. So Simon will be there. We'll see if she and Simon are actually in a better place or she going to complain again that he's not taking care of the dog.
Which I believe.
Yeah.
She ain't no different from the little situation with her and at the dinner table in the,
Yes, I was
yeah.
thankfully to get into that. What were your
Yeah.
thoughts on that blow up? And of course, Preston's iconic
Preston, yeah.
response towards her. What were your thoughts on the whole scene that went down and everything?
That scene make me believe that Brie haven't changed since last season.
Right.
So whatever issues that she's gonna have within the house to come, I can see them. I can foresee them happening with almost everybody, including Simon.
Yeah.
And Preston, funny as usual, funny as usual,
Yeah,
crazy.
but I don't know. Like, we'll see. I think for me, then we got on the same table we got where we had Summer and Alex decided to get into it, and that's where she
Yeah,
let everybody at the table know that Alex was inside of her. And I don't know. Do you think that it was public knowledge on both parties that they're just hooking up and nothing serious, and then Summer decided to catch feelings? Or do you think that Alex basically gave her false hope or basically painted a picture as if like it was something more, but when in his head he really just
hmm
wanted to hook up with her? Which one do you think actually went down?
I feel like they both gave each other false hope.
Okay.
They probably didn't want something like substantial, but they did. I feel like they did.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
For
because it's
me,
crazy though. And I did like Summer last season, but this season she's like a loose cannon. I guess she's like probably in love and she's heartbroken.
yeah, she is. But for me, what I get from it, I think actually because actually I can't stand Alex's personality. I believe
Mm-hmm.
that he led her on
He led
and
her
then he
on.
got what he wanted. And then the minute because he led her on and seen that she clearly is displaying more, he decided to step back. And then, of course, feelings were hurt. And that's why they are at this place. I don't think where they were both aware of this is just fun, nothing serious.
Yeah.
And then she just decided to catch feelings despite she knew it was nothing serious. I think that he led her on and know that she is catching feelings. He decides to step back because obviously he wants to be a fuckboy. So
Aside from that, though, I have to see like their choice of words for the episodes to come to really tell because in Alex's own words, he said like he started to see some red flags,
yeah.
which is normal when you're dating someone or like hanging out with someone. So starting to see red flags and just pulling back, which is natural.
But
If
we
it's
saw where
genuinely that, then
yeah.
fine.
But we
But
saw where he says that he can't trust Summer because Summer took a picture of him. And
he's doing too much there now. He's
exactly. That is
reaching
why I
a
said
little
his
bit
personality
because
just
people do
rubs me
that.
wrong because he just
But
wants to come off as because the first season, remember when he was on, he acted like he was some Christian boy that was birthed from
mhm,
his pastor, and he grew up in the church and he meditates and he's this and he's that.
meditates and all
But
of
then
that.
it's like he gets a little fame to his name and a little eyeball on him, and then pretty much
Hmm.
he decided to be off season to be his true personality. Now it is that he's coming back into the house this season, and it's like you are struggling with wanting to be an F boy, but at the same time portraying that same image
Yeah.
of you of a a Zen type of individual where you're
Hmm.
looking for someone serious. And I don't know, it's just to me, it just seems very fake. And I'm like, why are you being fake? Like, why are you coming on screen trying to portray this
Yeah.
personality that you know you can't keep up with? So why are we doing this? Because Summer called you out on it. First season, you acted as if like you
Hmm.
didn't want Shanice because she was student and you heard about her ex
Yeah.
and everything. And now you off season, you hooked up with Summer, you were hanging out, and then it's like you're coming back now in this season now trying to bring back that image that you had from season one, but then throwing her under the bus saying that you can't trust her because she decided to take a picture of you, which she shared with persons within the circle of
Within
y'all
the
group.
circle, yeah.
So
She
I
shared
don't
with
know.
one of your friends.
We got where we saw where they were playing a game, and then we saw where they said Summer decided to chime in and says that Shanice is the worst dresser in the group, where of course Shanice
Hmm.
overheard. And she then tells the lady that while they wear fake shit, she wears real shit. And then she went upstairs like a little child, and then she had a
She
breakdown
had
and pretty
thrown a little
much
tantrum and she was
yeah,
crying.
where
Oh,
she
poor
said that
thing.
she lost her job, and Summer is aware of this, and this is why she can't buy shit and whatever the case might be. And if that is true, where Summer really knew that this girl lost her job, and then you're here in a group setting on TV
Yeah.
as her friend saying that she's the worst dressed in the group, that's fucked up. That is
It
just
is
fucked up.
fucked up because that's your friend, and I think she was the one who brought her in the friend group. So I
Exactly.
would be having my friend back. Even if my friend was the worst dresser, I probably wouldn't volunteer that information so quick.
Yeah.
It's the quickness of how she did, and then it wasn't her question. So I was like,
Exactly.
damn.
It's like she was sitting on ready to just to get that in
I
there.
feel like this season she's gonna be a real bully because she's heartbroken and she just want to put her pain on like everybody else. That's how
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah. What were your idea of when it came on to the new girl, Noelle? What's your
The new
thoughts on
girl,
her?
I love her.
I love her.
She's
I
my
love her
favorite. She's
personality.
my number one favorite right now.
I
Yeah.
love her personality. I love her ad libs. I love how
Mm-hmm.
she just fits right into the group. She's not trying too hard. She's not too
Yeah.
introverted. Like she fits right in, and I'm
She
enjoying
does.
her.
And like she was the one who was also checking the fact that Summer was quick to say that about her friend Summer,
Yes.
our friend Shanice. And I was like, damn, that's your friend. You should have your friend back. So I was like, damn, I
Right.
fuck with you. I fuck with you. The only thing that I don't like about her is that she is those crazy head over heels for Alex. Girl, you're too pretty for that. And I don't feel like she should put herself in that drama. Besides, this is your friend. This is a
Mm-hmm.
guy. This is a guy that your friend was fucking. I mean, come on now. I feel like she's still gonna like,
Yeah.
but okay. Let's see how that plays out.
We also saw where Jordan decided to share that she's having hair loss. So, as a black woman,
Yeah,
we
that's
know how that
sad.
is very sad because I'm sure her hair is also part of her confidence. And the
Mm-hmm.
fact that she's having hair loss, I can imagine how she must really feel regarding that. They
Yeah.
also decided to discuss that they say Nick is, of course, Nick has a girlfriend, but they're saying Nick is very handsy, especially when he's
He
drinking.
is though. I
He
mean, the
is.
evidence is there.
Yes,
And
it
you got a
is there.
girlfriend. It somewhat seems disrespectful because this is on national TV. Come on
But
now.
it is the same thing he did the first season. He had a girlfriend and he was very
Yeah.
disrespectful. And you came back the second season and you're still doing the same thing. Like, what
He's a
is this
tiny
here?
bit weird. I don't know.
Weird.
Something about him just
Weird to the 100th degree,
weird.
like very weird. We saw where Noel was talking to Summer in the room, and Noelle has decided to ask Summer because she heard from the gym scene where they were saying that no, actually, Summer and Alex actually hooked up. They weren't just hanging out because Summer told Noelle
Mm-hmm.
that they were just hanging out, but she sees hanging out as just hanging out, not necessarily that they were having
Yeah.
sex. So she then decides, she found out no, they actually had sex. Didn't you hear at the table when she said they were inside?
Yeah.
So she decided to speak to Summer about it, where Summer did say yes, that's what happened. But then in the confessional, we had Summer saying that
Yeah, she don't have to
um,
explain herself
she
to
didn't have to
nobody
explain
and this
herself
and
and the
that.
fact that I
But
told you I
that's your
hanged out with someone and
friend.
you want to pursue them. So I'm like, why did you tell her then it's okay to pursue, but then you're shading her to
She's
say
very
that?
bitter. She's very bitter.
Very. And the
We
fact that
can
she's
see
half
it.
Jamaican, she's a really highly,
Yeah. You
yeah.
know, when she mad, she mad.
No, she's
And that's
half
sad
Jamaican
though.
and she's disrespecting the culture. That's what I mean. She's not that
Oh,
when
that's
she's
what you
mad, she's
mean?
mad. When
Oh.
she's half Jamaican and she's making us look bad. Because I'm like, girl,
Oh,
what
you're
are we
basically
doing
saying
here?
she make us look bad. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
what are we doing here? Like,
That's our American
you're
side.
telling your friend
Let
who
me
you
say that.
invited into the house that it's okay for them to pursue the person, and then you're in your confessional saying that the fact that you knew that I hanged out with this person and you want to pursue them, like you're trying to say that tells a lot about you. Like,
Yeah, it does because that's not a spot you want to put someone in. Because then again, if you just said hanged out and she assumed that y'all had sex, then you didn't, then you'd be like, damn, why would you think that?
exactly.
So I don't think like you should leave nothing up for someone to like assume. Just let it be known. Besides, this is your friend. Like, come
Right.
on.
So we got in the room where we had Amir, Alex, Nick, and Preston. They were in the room, and Amir decided to open his big mouth. No, I think it was Preston, sorry. Preston decided to open his mouth to say that the conversation they were having at brunch with Jordan and Summer
Oh
from
yeah.
Nick being handsy, he shared it with
Mm-hmm.
them, said, doesn't he think that he's been a little handsy? And that's where he got the feeling or the knowing that these
Mm-hmm.
girls have been saying that he's been handsy, and I'm sure he does wholeheartedly does not want to come off as being handsy. So Preston decides, well, he decides now where we saw where,
Yeah.
he decided to go and confront Summer and Jordan to ask if does he make them feel uncomfortable. And that's where we got like the somewhat ending of the episode where they did say, well, yes, you can be a bit handsy. So
Yeah.
I want to see how he takes that information. Will he actually work on it or will he be more offended and then throw a fit?
He
Or,
probably do that, but it's the truth though. I don't know if you
yeah.
remember when they were the night before when they were drunk and they were taking the pictures together. You was taking a picture with the two of them, and he was
Mm-hmm.
like holding them around the waist and all of that. I was like, and this is on
Yeah.
camera. Your girlfriend's
Yeah.
gonna see this, and she trusts you that much and like believe
Exactly.
in you that much. That's crazy. Mm-mm.
But I don't know. Like I'm praying that it doesn't go too dark or go in a place. I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad that he decided to take it upon himself to go to them and not just sit
Yeah.
back and draw this thing out. So far though, I am enjoying the season. It's a nice
Yeah.
refresher from what's the foolishness that's going on in Potomac. But
Right.
I am hoping to see what more. I heard in the next preview they were referencing the guy who came in season one and made the shit in the toilet. Like, how would they
Oh
feel if
my
he
god.
was supposed
Why
to come back?
would they bring
So
him
I
back
don't know if
though?
he's coming back, and if he's coming back, I'm
Yeah.
sure that's gonna cause some
And
drama.
some other chick as well who had beef with Brie, I think, is
Yeah,
coming back.
I think yeah.
The one that
So
was outside
was
in
she pu-
the
was she
pool
pushed?
house,
The
I
one that she
think.
pushed, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think she's coming
So
back as well.
yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what Martha's Vineyard bring. I'm enjoying the
Mm-hmm.
season so far. The first two episodes are really good. I'm
Yeah.
just happy that Silas is not there. I know that the last season, after the season ended, he claimed that he was in therapy and he was working on himself, and he did an interview, made it seem as if like he's somewhat changed.
That's very
If he
nice.
has
I'm still not
changed,
over.
wonderful, but thankfully you're not here this season. We get you on little FaceTimes, but that's all we need from you at this
Right.
point. We don't need you back right now. And we know that Jasmine is actually, well, was pregnant. She had her child in February, so
Mm-hmm.
congratulations to her.
Congrats.
But we see where the girls are now speculating in this season, saying that the fact that she's not drinking and everything, that she must be
Yeah.
pregnant. But she did say she wasn't, but I just think that she probably wasn't ready to tell anybody that she is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Besides,
that
she
is
didn't know what place she was with the
with the
girls in the
group,
house. So
right? So that
Yeah.
was the episode, guys. We will have a recap next week. I'm sorry we combined both episodes
Mm-hmm.
together. You know, things happen. But we will do a recap next week for episode 3. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the 2 episodes. And also remember to subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend, and also like the video. That will definitely
Yeah.
help a lot. And was there anything else you wanted to share before we head off?
Think we covered pretty much all of it.
All right, guys. So
Yeah.
we'll see you next week and have a happy weekend. Bye.